Hey English learners, welcome back to the Easy English Podcast, your cozy place to learn easy English through real-life conversations. I'm Everlyn.
And I'm Ken. Today we are talking about something that every English learner needs, building daily English habits.
That's right. Learning English isn't just about classes or textbooks. The real progress comes from what you do every single day.
Yes, and I know sometimes it feels impossible. You have school, homework, maybe work, friends, sports, and English feels like just one more thing on the list.
Exactly. But the secret is simple. Small, consistent actions, just a few minutes every day, can add up to big results. Even 10 minutes a day makes a difference.
Let's start by imagining your normal day. How often do you interact with English without even noticing? Maybe when you watch a video, listen to a song, or read subtitles. But do you do it intentionally? That's what we want to explore today.
Let's start with the morning. The first few minutes after you wake up are powerful. Instead of checking your phone immediately, you can do one small English habit.
Like reading a short sentence in English aloud, or saying one simple sentence. For example, today is a great day.
Yes, even one sentence helps your brain start thinking in English. And if you do this every morning, it becomes automatic, like brushing your teeth.
Speaking of teeth, one morning I woke up, grabbed my toothbrush, and started brushing and realized I had no idea what new English word I wanted to say. I just stood there thinking.
That's normal. The key is to start small. Even one word or one sentence counts.
Another tip, during breakfast, you can listen to a short English podcast or music. Don't worry about understanding every word. Your brain is absorbing patterns, pronunciation, and rhythm.
Yes, and here's a little reflection for our listeners. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your ideal English morning. What is one small thing you could do tomorrow? One sentence, one word, or one short listening moment?
I like to call this micro practice. Very short, very simple, but powerful over time.
And don't forget repetition. Doing the same small habit every day trains your brain.
Now, let's talk about mid-morning or school time. Between classes, during a break, or waiting for the bus, these are perfect micro moments for English.
Yes, you can read a sentence, look at one word, or repeat a phrase aloud. Even one small practice is a step forward.
I like what I call English in the elevator. You're waiting, standing, maybe bored. Instead of scrolling your phone, read a short English label, a sign, or even notice one word in a book.
Or describe your surroundings in English in your mind. The tree is green, the sky is blue, the sun is shining. Just one sentence each time.
That's simple, but it works. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Mistakes are part of learning.
Exactly. And here's a tip. Combine English with a habit you already do. This is called habit stacking.
Habit stacking. Sounds fancy.
Not really. It's just attaching English to something you already do. For example, while I drink my coffee, I listen to a short English audio.
Or while I brush my teeth, I say one English sentence.
Yes, tiny steps consistently. That's the magic.
Afternoon is a good time for small writing or speaking habits. Maybe during lunch or break, write one sentence in your English journal.
Or record yourself speaking. Don't worry about mistakes. Just focus on expressing one idea clearly.
I remember one day I wanted to write a short diary entry, and I wrote just one sentence. But later, I looked back and realized it was actually 3 sentences in my mind.
That's progress. Tiny steps are better than trying to do everything perfectly at once.
And you can also learn new words in the afternoon. Even 5 words a day, if you repeat them and use them, it's enough.
Right. And here's a small reflection. Today, notice one word you learned and say it aloud in a sentence. That's using, not just remembering. Now let's talk about evening routines. At the end of the day, after homework or work, this is a great time for a gentle English practice.
I like to call this the English wind down. Instead of scrolling your phone or social media, spend 10 minutes with English content you enjoy, like a short video, a podcast, or even reading a comic.
And you can do speaking practice too. Talk to a family member, a friend, or even record yourself. One sentence about your day is enough.
Yes, and the key is noticing how far you've come. Even small steps count. Reflection is part of learning.
Exactly. And at night, you can review one word you learned today or repeat one sentence aloud. This builds memory and confidence.
Let's be honest. Sometimes even small habits are hard to keep. We get distracted, tired, or busy.
That's completely normal. No one is perfect. Missing a day doesn't mean failure.
True. And sometimes motivation is low. Here's a tip. Connect your habit to something enjoyable. If you like music, listen to English songs. If you like videos, watch short clips in English.
And remember, mistakes are learning moments. Don't punish yourself. Celebrate small wins instead.
Another challenge is perfectionism. Some learners think, if I can't study for an hour, I won't do anything.
And that stops progress. Instead, focus on tiny actions. 10 minutes is better than 0. One sentence is better than none. Okay, learners, let's do our word tour from today. These are words and phrases that are important for building habits.
First word, habit. A repeated action you do regularly. Example, reading English every morning is a good habit. Repeat, habit.
Consistency. Doing something regularly over time. Example, consistency is more important than learning a lot in one day. Repeat, consistency.
Stack. To add something new to something you already do. Example, I stack English practice on top of my morning coffee. Repeat, stack.
Confidence. Feeling sure of yourself. Example, speaking English every day gives me confidence. Repeat, confidence.
Motivate. To give yourself a reason to act. Example, seeing my progress motivates me to keep learning. Repeat, motivate.
Routine. Something you do regularly, often in the same order. Example, my English routine includes reading one sentence each morning. Repeat, routine.
Reflection. Thinking about your actions to learn from them. Example, at the end of the week, I do reflection on my English practice. Repeat, reflection.
Practice. Repeated exercise to improve a skill. Example, I practice speaking English for 10 minutes each day. Repeat, practice.
Improvement. Getting better over time. Example, small daily habits lead to improvement in English. Repeat, improvement.
Perseverance. Continuing even when it's hard. Example, perseverance is key to learning English.
That's 10 important words for today. Try using one or two in a sentence tonight.
You know, Evelyn, I think one of the hardest parts about daily English habits isn't learning the words or grammar, it's staying motivated day after day.
Yes, that's true, Ken. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited and ready to practice, and other days you feel tired or distracted. That's completely normal.
I remember one week I wanted to practice every day. On Monday and Tuesday I was great, but by Wednesday I forgot my mini habit completely. I felt so frustrated.
And that's exactly what we want learners to understand. Missing a day doesn't mean failure. Learning a language is a long journey. One missed day is just a tiny pause, not a stop sign.
Right. So what can learners do to stay motivated?
First, celebrate small wins. Even one sentence, one word, or 5 minutes of listening counts. Acknowledge it and feel proud. Every little step is progress.
That's a good one. Another tip is make it fun. If you enjoy what you're doing, motivation comes naturally. Watch a short English video, listen to a song, or read something interesting.
Yes, learning should feel like a small treat, not a punishment. And here's another idea. Track your habits. Put a check mark on a calendar or app each time you practice. Seeing your progress is very motivating.
I like that. It's visual proof that you're doing something every day. And even if you miss a day, the big picture shows growth, not failure.
Another important tip is connect your practice to your goals. Ask yourself, why do I want to learn English? Is it to watch movies without subtitles, speak confidently, travel, or understand songs? Keep that reason in mind. It helps you stay consistent.
And what about distractions? Sometimes I start practicing and my phone or other things steal my attention.
That's normal too. The trick is designing your environment for success. Keep your phone away, turn off notifications, or choose a quiet space for just 5 or 10 minutes. Small changes make a big difference.
I like that. And one more thing I do is reward myself. After finishing a mini habit, I allow myself a small treat, like a quick walk, a snack, or a favorite song. That makes practice feel positive.
Yes, positive reinforcement works wonders. And remember, learners, motivation is not about feeling excited every day. It's about taking action even when you don't feel like it. Tiny steps consistently are more important than huge efforts once in a while.
That's powerful. And here's a mini exercise for our listeners. Tonight, write down one English habit you want to do tomorrow. Make it small, realistic, and fun. Then check in with yourself at the end of the day.
Exactly. Notice what worked, what felt challenging, and how you felt doing it. Reflection like this makes your habits stronger over time.
So, learners, staying motivated isn't magic. It's celebrating small wins, making it fun, tracking progress, connecting to goals, and keeping your environment supportive.
And even if you miss a day, don't give up. Start again tomorrow. Each tiny step matters. So, learners, remember, English is about small, consistent habits. Morning, afternoon, and evening, there are tiny moments you can practice.
Start simple. Don't worry about perfection. Celebrate small wins. Even one sentence, one word, or 10 minutes a day adds up.
Try your own mini habit day tomorrow. Notice what's easy, what's fun, and what's hard. Little by little, your English will grow.
That's it for today. And remember, small steps every day lead to big progress.
This is Everlyn.
This is Ken.
You've been listening to the Easy English Podcast. Keep learning, keep practicing, and we'll see you next time.